Hey, welcome back everyone. This video is going to be a part 2 to my last story, so if you didn't watch that, go ahead and watch that before continuing with this video because it'll make a lot more sense. But I'm not going to waste you all's time, so without further ado, let's get into it. So like I said, this is a continuation of the crashed moped story. So we're picking up where we left off. So at this point, me, my cousin, and my cousin's girlfriend have gotten dropped off at the little town area by port after the moped incident. And we're trying to meet back up with the rest of my family. So we go ahead and call an Uber driver. Now, my cousin, I forget what name I gave him in the last video, but it doesn't matter. He is texting my other cousin at this point, and he's asking her where the rest of our family is. Like, where did they go on the island so we can meet back up with them? She tells him that they're stopped at this resort area all the way up north on the other end of the island. So we're like, cool. All right, we're getting our Uber. We'll meet back up with you, and we'll just see you in a little bit. We called the Uber, and the ride is about an hour, so it's a pretty long ways. And our driver, he was a pretty cool guy from what I remember. He was super chill. He was just telling us all kinds of stuff about the island. If any of you have gone to Hawaii, it's, the people there are super laid back and are always happy to talk to you about what's going on there. But we're going, and at this point, I'm already feeling a bit like this day is not going great because of the moped incident, and we're getting there. And by this time also, it's getting pretty close to lunchtime, and from what I remember, I think I didn't have a lot to eat for breakfast, or I might have not eaten at all, actually. Eventually, we get to this hotel resort place, and there's nobody to be found there. So we basically just went there for nothing because our family's not there. And to this day, I don't know why my cousin put in that address for telling us to go there, but we ended up there and no family there. We're still stranded. So we're calling, texting our family, the service was also terrible from what I remember, so we were actually having a hard time getting our phones to work and get a hold of them. But I remember we eventually get my stepdad, who is driving the rental car. We get a hold of him and tell him, hey, come pick us up so we can reconnect with everyone. And he's like, okay, yeah, I heard what happened. I'm coming to get you guys. So we're like, okay, awesome. So we walk around for a little bit. When I say this place that we ended up was a hotel resort, I was being a little generous with that because there really wasn't much to explore there, without a car at least. But we just walked around. They had a little shop and lobby area. No food that we could get also, so that was really bad for me because I was getting super hungry. And one thing to know about me is when I get hungry, I do not do very well and I get in a very bad mood. So I was already having my patience tested that whole time, but I'm just like, all right, he's coming to get us, we're going to be out of here and we'll stop and get some food. So I'm just chilling out. Eventually, me, my cousin's girlfriend, we just pop a squat on a bench at the pickup circle area and just wait for my stepdad to get there to pick us up. And, we get to talking, and this was the first time I had met my cousin's girlfriend, so we didn't have we had talked a little bit the three of us on the trip before, because remember, this is, I believe, like, I think it's the second to last day of our trip, so we were a good ways into it. But you know, we sit there and we get to talking, and it was pretty nice. You know, we're just chilling, talking for a while. You know, we pass the time pretty quickly, but it gets to be, you know, half hour and a half, and there's still no sign of my stepdad coming to pick us up. So we're just waiting. I'm getting more and more impatient, and we're all three just sitting there wondering, like, geez, where is everybody? But eventually, after, I think it was 2.5 hours, we were waiting there for them to pick us up. They got there, and we were like, oh my goodness, this is, you know, we're saved. Just get us out of here, get us back with everybody else, and get to a restaurant, we all said, because at this point, like, we're all hungry. And it wasn't just my stepdad who came with the rental car. It was also my cousin's dad, and then my cousin's dad's cousin. So complicated to explain, but them three are in the car with us, and we get going to the little other town area, like on the north side, because all the restaurants are there. And it ended up, our family, you know, they stopped at a beach on the north side, so they're even just further away, and it's still a long drive to get up there. So first, before that, we get going to the town area, and at this point, like, once we got there, you know, we got out, and they were all like being kind of impatient, which was just pissing me off even more. It's like they were saying, all right, hurry up, don't take too long. And I'm like, I'm going to take as long as I need to, because after this day, I just want to get my food and enjoy it, and then we'll get on our way. So, long story short, we all get out, and I find this Asian barbecue place. Hawaii, if you didn't know, has a lot of Asian food. It's kind of known for that. So, I get that. I get this big to-go box loaded with lo mein noodles, steak, pork, and veggies, just the whole thing. And I'm ready to just devour this whole thing because I was starving at this point. But I go do that. My cousin and his girlfriend are finding their own place, and then everybody else is also walking around the shop areas. But I get there. You know, we load up back in the car, and I'm eating my food, and we're all eating our food, but we get back on our way, and eventually, you know, we keep driving. My tummy's satisfied, so I'm not cranky anymore. I am a little bit just because of the whole day, because at this point, it's like late afternoon, so we don't even have a lot of time left to be on the beach or do whatever. We get there and we just meet back up with everybody else, and they're all just saying, where have you all been? We missed you all, all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, I don't even want to talk about it. But they were explaining it all, and like they were just having a laugh about what we went through. And once we got there, there was nothing much else eventful that happened, so we kind of just did our thing there for the last hour or two, and then just all got back and made our way back to find some dinner. And at this point, I think I'm gonna end the story here. Not much more eventful to talk about, like I said, but this combined with the moped story was just the absolute worst day of vacation I've probably ever had. There have been some other close contenders, but this one was pretty bad. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it as always, and I know I said I was slacking with video uploads last video, but I'm going to try and get back on my schedule here, post at least once a week. So if you enjoyed, stay tuned and subscribe for more videos. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.